It's Memorial Day weekend, and in Detroit, that means a movement is in full force. We'll have a live report coming up.
Say the sauce is the boss. I'm a sauce girl.
Plus, the annual Novi BBQ Festival is heating things up this weekend. This year's theme, ribs and whiskey. We'll have more on what's sizzling on those grills. It's coming up.
Working for you. Fox 2 News at 10 starts now.
We begin with an all-too common occurrence in our city. Someone shot to death. The deadly incident happening on the west side of Detroit. Thanks for joining us for Fox 2 News at 10. I'm Hillary Golston. We've learned the shooting happened overnight on Plainview Avenue. Police got a shot spotter alert at the home and found the person there fighting for their life. They were taken to the hospital, but sadly didn't make it. No arrests have been made yet. Anyone with information, please reach out to Detroit Police. Now we turn to a shooting that happened outside the popular Orchid Theater in Ferndale. The man investigators believe did this, now officially charged. 29-year-old Coriante Hammonds is facing assault with intent to murder and weapons counts. Police say Hammonds shot another man in the groin outside the venue last month. The victim has been released from the hospital. Hammonds was given a $500,000 cash bond. A Dexter woman has been killed in a single-car crash off 94 near Ann Arbor. This happened around 5 this morning near Jackson Avenue. Emergency crews found a Ford Expedition that apparently had just crashed deep into the woods. Investigators say the 47-year-old woman somehow drifted off the road and drove into that area, then hit a tree. Now, although the crash is still under investigation, officials do say at this point it looks like alcohol was a factor. This is the kind of crime that makes anyone cringe. And the Clinton Township man who's behind it has now learned his fate after being convicted of making child pornography. 35-year-old Stephen Sentry will spend the next 40 years in prison for distributing images of child sexually abusive photos and videos that he apparently created online. Gentry pled guilty back in February for sexual exploitation of children. Investigators also found that he was a registered sex offender, convicted on several other child-related cases. During his sentencing on Thursday, the judge also ordered a lifetime of supervision once he gets out. All right, returning to something just a little bit lighter now. Thousands of people moving to the beat of the movement. You get it. It's the music festival at Hart Plaza in downtown Detroit that draws thousands. Now, it's the world's longest running music festival with 6 stages and more than 100 acts. Movement runs until Monday, then the city gears up for the Detroit Grand Prix. Fox 2's Camille Lemire is joining us live from downtown where the music is likely still a-pumping, isn't it, Camille?
Yeah, let me tell you, when the sun went down, I think that the loudness factor went way up. It is so loud, I can't imagine being in there, but everyone in there, I know they're having a blast. It's Memorial Day weekend, and here in the Motor City, it's movement.
I've been coming since 2008, but definitely my favorite festival. Yeah, I was 18. I saw breakdancers, and I was like, this is for me, for sure.
The world-renowned techno music festival is taking center stage at Hart Plaza.
We haven't been since 2022, so we're just so happy to be back. Everybody's in such a good mood. There's little kids in there dancing their hearts out. It's beautiful.
It's nonstop dancing along the Detroit River.
I just like the music.
What did you come to see?
We came to see Sam Abdulahadi. I liked it. I like the dancing and the music and just walking around.
It's definitely a vibe.
It's the culture of people that come.
And for some, the fashion is just as important as the music.
It's just kind of things I have in my closet put together and just kind of make a look out of it. This one I've had for a while, never wore it, so I was just like, let me put it on with some accessories. These are all candy is what we call them. They're bracelets that we make, and we trade them at the festival.
And then there are the little flowers.
We all give them away to each other, kind of similar to the bracelets. So, for example, if we just see someone and we like their vibe and what they're bringing, we just give them away.
Compared to years past, the weather is considerably cooler this year.
Oh my gosh, one year it was 90. We melted our booties off. This year we're very happy for some cloud coverage.
Rain or shine, movement always attracts a lot of people.
It's going to become our annual trip. Yeah, it's the pilgrimage. pilgrimage. It's the annual pilgrimage, and we're going to start bringing the kids now if they survive it this year.
One thing, we did see a lot of kids here, of course, earlier when it was still light out, but we've seen more kids every year. It's really becoming a trend, and really the weather is something very different from years past. I have actually 2 sweaters on and a jacket, and I'm a little cold, so I guess you got to be dancing to stay warm. Reporting live from downtown Detroit, Camille and Mary, Fox 2 News.
And I love that there's absolutely nothing wrong with getting a little groove on to keep the temperature at the right place for you, right? I wonder about, because everyone says Detroit is the birthplace of techno. If you find that people, especially the international crowd, are like, look, I had to be here because of that fact, just the historic element of it.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely see people from all over the country, and sometimes we meet international people, right? And they all say the same thing, that this is a special music festival because Detroit techno scene goes back years and years. And people sometimes think it started in Europe, but really it started here. And there's a lot of pride that comes with that. And you meet people here. They've been coming to this festival since it started in 2000. So it's a big deal, and I know it'll be a big deal for years to come. Hillary, back to you.
Yeah, absolutely. And we appreciate you covering it every year. You bring us some very interesting characters, and it's always something to see. We appreciate that. Camille and Mary live for us tonight. Thank you. All right, the weekend, as you can see, is action-packed, and so is next weekend because of why the highly anticipated Grand Prix. Fox 2 Stephanie Mead may be in Indy, but she's still making sure we know exactly what's in store around here ahead of the Indy 500.
Finally made it into the 60s today, so it didn't feel as cool as the past couple of days, but we still had a lot of cloud cover around here across southeastern parts of the state. So as we move forward, we're going to progressively start to see our conditions get a little bit better. Daytime highs today, low 60s. We topped out at 61 in the city of Detroit, 60 for those in Lansing. Areas a little further south in the lower 60s, 50s along western parts of the state, so still a little bit cooler there. Otherwise, moving forward, I would anticipate seeing cloud cover around with that isolated shower chance even heading through the day on Sunday. We do manage to squeeze out a lot of sunshine too during the day as well. 46 degrees tonight for an overnight low, so it does get chilly once again for us here. So if you do have plans to be out and about, maybe grab those layers because it is still going to be a little bit cooler stepping out the door tonight. The next 3 days or so, we gradually get to the 70-degree mark, 70 by Monday for Memorial Day, low 70s, but we do have more rain chances, unfortunately, returning to the forecast as we head through next week. So we'll have timing on that, and if we see the 70s stick with us, coming up in the full forecast. Over to you guys.
All right, thank you so much, Stephanie. Well, if you were thinking you could smell it, it's probably because you might be. It's the smoky flavor of barbecue all the way from Novi, because all holiday weekend long, the second annual Novi BBQ Festival is taking place. Pitmasters from around the country will be grilling, and of course, they're going to be smoking some meats. Fox 2's Scott Wolchuk took on some ribs straight out of Texas.
Barbecue, brisket, and bourbon. What else could you ask for?
Just come on down, get some of the South in your mouth.
Get ready for a smoky showdown. It's the Novi BBQ Fest.
It's Memorial Day weekend, right? You come out, you get some booze, you listen to some music, you get some good Southern barbecue, and I mean, you're going to be good to go for the rest of the summer.
The 4-day festival taking place all holiday weekend. Novi's Fountain Walk loaded with Southern flavors from pitmasters who traveled across the country to be here, grilling up smoked sausage, chicken, brisket, and the king of it all, ribs. And yes, people can vote on whose cuisine reigns supreme.
It's competition, it's a brotherhood. You know, we chase each other. This week I'm winning, next week he's winning. So, you know, everybody's stuff's good. Mine's great, but you know.
Those are fighting words, and here, flavor is everything. Last year's winner, Dietz Barbecue from Toledo.
So these are St. Louis style cut ribs. We do a dry rub on them, smoke them over a little bit of red oak. They're smoked for between 4 and 5 hours, then we char them up on the grill with a little barbecue sauce.
And of course, your sauce has gotta be homemade. Cowboys Barbecue from Fort Worth, Texas, travels the country saying their food's always delicious, never over suspicious.
And they say the sauce is the boss. I'm a sauce girl. Not everybody's a sauce girl. So we got our good Southern Rio Grande rub that we put on there. We cook them low and slow.
And then they caramelize them with their special sauce. Oh, yeah. But at the end of the day, it's not just about who's best, but sharing a love of food.
We came here to really spread the love of the Southern barbecue and put it in the people's hearts of Michigan.
So if you're hungry, you know where to go.
It's always going down when Cowboys comes to town.
In Novi, Scott Walczek, Fox 2 News.